Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and also be sure to hit that notification bell. That way, you'll indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. The red-eared slider turtle got part of its name from the red stripe behind its eye. Hello everybody and welcome to another Safari Ltd figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Safari Ltd red-eared slider turtle figure. It's part of their Incredible Creatures line of figures, which is this line of soft vinyl figures, and I must say they're quite large compared to their regular releases for animal figures, much like this one. But it is still a pretty cool figure, and we're going to be taking a closer look at everything the red-eared slider has to offer. So, taking a closer look at all of its details, it definitely looks like a red-eared slider, looking pretty cool. The only gripe I have to say right away, pointing this out, is the paint. The kind of symbols or kind of texturing at the sides of the shell is kind of rubbing off on mine. I don't know if that's just maybe I got a bad copy of the red-eared slider, or maybe it's just the paint they used for the kind of patterns here on the side of the shell, but it would seem that my red-eared sliders, you know, kind of shell patterns are kind of rubbing off. It's quite unfortunate, but with that said, it's a really awesome interpretation of the red-eared slider turtle, which is basically a kind of turtle you can really get at a pet store. It's kind of one of those domesticated turtles. They're small little turtles, and while this is kind of a bigger turtle figure, I think that it wouldn't get this much bigger. I think that if a red-eared slider ever got this big, this is as big as it would get. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. It's got the red stripes on each side. You can see it right there, and it's got obviously the lime green stripes as well, looking pretty cool. You can see the talons are painted, the webbed feet are there too on the same side. You can see it right there, and like I said, they're kind of made of a soft vinyl, so they're kind of pliable, and you can even see it's kind of faint there, but you can see they have painted some kind of faint details in the kind of shell and the different plates of the shell, which is pretty cool. Again, you have more of that lime green striping down there, which is great with the darker green. The only thing I notice is that the back of the turtle's feet aren't really painted. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if there isn't any kind of patterning done on the back legs, and there might not be, but who knows. But to say the least, it's quite a awesome rendition of the red-eared slider. I think it's pretty good. I like the kind of details they put on the back of the shell. It's very nicely textured. It definitely looks like some hard, bony material that obviously the turtle shell would be made up of. And obviously the skin looks very amphibious, you know, as it is a amphibian type creature, amphibian reptile. It is pretty cool. You can see some more of that kind of weird kind of patterns on the chest area, which is pretty cool. You can see kind of the skin around the turtle's neck kind of stretching as it's like peeking out, like, what's going on? It's got that cute little mouth, that cute kind of little awoo mouth going on there. Eyes are kind of weirdly painted. If you look at it from this, you can see eyes are interestingly painted, but from each respectable side, they're not bad. Definitely, it's one of my favorite figures in the Safari Ltd line so far. I could sit here all night and talk about how wonderful this turtle figure is, but we gotta move on to some size comparisons. So, with that being said, let's do just that. For size comparison, here is the red-eared slider next to the Incredible Creatures sea turtle baby. Here is the Incredible Creatures red-eared slider next to the Incredible Creatures Komodo dragon. And finally, for size comparison, here's the Incredible Creatures Red-Eared Slider next to the Incredible Creatures Horseshoe Crab. But yeah, that wraps up our size comparison. Now, given that this figure circulated in 2010, so given that it's quite old, you'd think that it would be very poorly put together. It would be a very poor representation of the animal in figure form, but nope, we can see that Safari Ltd has done it again, delivering us a very awesome and lifelike representation of the adorable red-eared slider turtle. But let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with this figure? Do you think they could have done better? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, this was my review of the Safari Ltd Incredible Creatures Red-Eared Slider Turtle. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.